To the north emerged Niflheim, a realm cloaked in icy mist, harboring their spring, ever-vigilant, the origin of ancient rivers. These rivers flowed into the abyss, freezing along their journey, until the northern void was enveloped in ice. The mist from the ice condensed, creating layers of frost on the glacial landscape. In the southern realm, Muspelheim, radiance emitted sparks and embers, warming the cold, while a gentle breeze swept towards the icy north. When this frost met warmth, it began to thaw, forming drops that birthed Ymir, the forebear of frost giants. As Ymir slept, moisture from his body spawned offspring. From his left armpit, 2 children, and from his legs, a 6-headed son, and from whom the frost giants descended. The melting ice from the cow Audumbla, whose milk sustained life. Audumbla fed by licking the salted stone near her and Ymir, revealing a man named Buri. Buri married Bestla, a giant's daughter, and they bore 3 sons, Odin, Vili, and Ve. The 3 brothers slew Ymir, whose blood filled the void, sparing only Bergelmir, who sailed away on an ark with his wife, becoming the ancestors of the frost giants. Odin and his kin shaped the cosmos from Ymir's remains, the seas from his blood, land from his flesh, mountains from his bones, and rocks from his teeth. His skull became the heavens, resting upon the 4 corners of earth, and his flesh gave birth to dwarfs, guardians at each corner. These dwarfs are named north, south, east, and west. The brothers scatter sparks from Muspelheim to form stars, marking the passage of time. The earth took on a circular form, surrounded by a deep ocean, with the brothers granting land along its shores to the giants, named Jotunheim. To protect against giants, they built fortifications with Ymir bros, known as Midgard. They placed human intellect in the heavens, forming clouds, and breathed life into driftwood, creating the first humans, Ash and El. They settled in Midgard, where humanity thrived. Asgard, a majestic city at the world's center, was built by the brothers, with Odin reigning as its sovereign, married to Frigg, who bore the Aesir. Odin became the Allfather, progenitor of gods and humans alike. To link the realms, the gods constructed Bifrost, the rainbow bridge guarded by Heimdall, whose watchfulness spans across the worlds, armed with a resounding Jotunhorn. In the realm of Jotunheim, there dwelled a colossal figure named Northe, who had 2 offspring, Night, a daughter, and Day, a son. Odin himself bestowed upon them horses and chariots, allowing them to race across the vast expanse of the heavens. Meanwhile, in the earthly realm, the divine positioned the celestial bodies of Mani, representing the moon, and Sol, symbolizing the sun, guiding their chariots through the sky. However, their celestial journey is perpetually pursued by 2 relentless foes, Skull and Hati, driven by insatiable hunger to consume them. The cosmos was intricately designed to accommodate its diverse inhabitants, with 9 distant realms serving as their dwellings. Asgard was the home of the gods, while Midgard was for humanity. Alfheim was inhabited by radiant elves, and Nidhogg, also known as dark elves, housed the dwarves. Jotunheim was reserved for the giants, while Vanaheim was the abode of the Vanir, wise deities of fertility. Niflheim and Muspelheim were the primordial realms from which the universe originated. Lastly, Hell served as a final resting for souls deemed dishonored in life. These realms were connected by the colossal ash, Yggdrasil, with its three mighty roots extending to significant sources of cosmic power and knowledge. In the midst of this vast cosmic panorama, there sat Maya, a maiden burdened with significance, embodying the source from which the ancient rivers flowed. Continuously, the path she occupied was gnawed by the relentless Nidhogg, a dragon of formidable tenacity. Above, an eagle perched atop a lofty hill, its wings stirring the winds with each majestic beat, while a playful squirrel named Ratatusk darted up and down the tree, perpetuating the feud between the eagle and Nidhogg with its mischievous taunts. Odin, reversed as Allfather and sovereign of Asgard, esteemed wisdom above all, notwithstanding his immense power. His relentless pursuit of knowledge guided him to the well of Ymir, guarded by the enigmatic Ymir himself. Only after demonstrating his worth through sacrifice did Odin gain entry to the wall's profound wisdom. Seeking further enlightenment, Odin sought out the Norns, weavers of destiny, who inscribed the runes upon Yggdrasil. Through rigorous trails, Odin mastered the secrets of runic magic, employing it to aid his allies and thwart his adversaries. Odin's ultimate objective was to amass knowledge in preparations for Ragnarok, the cataclysmic apocalypse. To this end, he dispatched his Valkyries to every battlefield to determine the outcome of conflicts, selecting the bravest warriors to reside in Valhalla, his hall in Asgard. There, Odin presided over the Einherjar, fallen warriors destined to fight alongside the gods in the final battle against the forces of destruction, accompanied by his steadfast companions, including his son, Thor, the formidable god of thunder. Odin tirelessly gathered intelligence from his ravens, Hagen and Monin, and his unyielding pursuit of wisdom and foresight. Thor, wedded the goddess Sif, became the target of Loki's jest, who found amusement in shaving Sif's golden locks. However, upon seeing his wife's shorn head, Thor found no humor in the prank, seizing Loki. Thor prepared for the retribution until the trickster vowed to have dwarves craft a new mane for Sif. Thor relented, and promptly Loki had the dwarves fashion pure gold into enchanted trees, resembling natural hair. Alongside this feat, they fashioned various treasures for the gods, including an unbreakable hammer. During this creation, a fly struck the smith's eye, impairing his vision, resulting in an unusually short handle. These gifts were bestowed upon the gods, but the hammer presented to Thor, who was deeply impressed. Despite its flaw, when hurled, it unfeelingly struck its target and returned to him, compact enough to conceal in his shirt. His hammer, named Mjolnir, wreaked havoc upon all in its path. Loki, the Conan deity and the offspring of Farbodi, a giant, aligned himself with or against the Aesir as it suited him, often outwitting and jesting with Thor for his own amusement. Over time, Loki transitioned from a harmless trickster to a formidable adversary of Aesir. He fathered numerous offsprings, including Hel, the giantess who reigns over her own realm, and the Midgard serpent, Thor's perennial nemesis. Additionally, there loomed Fenrir, the colossal wolf. Loki's descent into irredeemable villainy culminated in his orchestration of Baldur's demise, Odin's son renowned as the most beautiful among the gods. Sensing his impending doom, Baldur sought refuge with his mother, Frigg, who bestowed upon him a charm rendering him impervious to harm from all objects. In a divine conquest, arrows aimed at Baldur were harmlessly deflected. Provoked by Baldur's invincibility, Loki, assuming a female guise, approached Frigg and craftily inquired about Baldur's vulnerability. Unintentionally, Frigg disclosed the mistletoe as Baldur's sole weakness. Seizing the opportunity, Loki obtained mistletoe and manipulated Odin's blind son, Hod, into using it to fatally wound Baldur. Hod, blind and unable to join the competition, received assistance from Loki, who provided him with a bow and arrow crafted from mistletoe. Hod's shot struck Baldur, ending his life abruptly. The gods, overwhelmed with grief, begged Hel to release Baldur, but she refused, stating that only if every being in the cosmos wept for Baldur would he be revived. The Aesir succeeded, except for one giant, Loki, determined and in disguise, shedding no tears. Thus, Baldur's chance of revival was thwarted. In retaliation, the Aesir took Loki to a cavern, where two of his children were brought forth. One was turned into a wall, while the other was compelled to gruesomely disembowel his sibling. Loki was then bound within the cave, with the entrails of his sons, sentenced to remain there until Ragnarok, the apocalyptic end of days, when he would break free to seek vengeance. Ragnarok ushers in the pinnacle of chaos, where the gods are defeated and the world falls to flames. Its onset is marked by 3 consecutive winters, during which catastrophic battles rage across the globe, tearing apart bonds of kinship as siblings turn against each other. Following this, Fimbulwinter descends, covering the realms in endless snow and biting winds. Then, 3 more winters will occur, during which certain entities will cease to exist. The sun and moon will be seized and devoured by the pursuing wolves, while the stars fade from the heavens. The world will shake as Loki's monstrous offspring emerge, Fenrir, the four-jawed wolf, and the Midgard serpent, spewing venom across the land and sea. Amidst this chaos, Niflheim, the ship of the dead made from the nails of the departed, will set sail, carrying the frost giants of Jotunheim, along with Loki and the forces of Hel, to the battle the gods. The heavens rend asunder as the warriors of Muspelheim, led by the magnificent Surt, trample upon Bifrost, shattering it. Even Nidhogg, who owes allegiance to none, leaves his lair to aid the giants upon seeing Ragnarok's approach. Heimdall blows his horn, signaling the gods of the end of the times. The Asura and Einherjar gather against the tumultuous horde, led by Odin. Despite Odin's preparations, the divine beings fall one by one until none remain. Frey, the god of fertility, confronts Surt, but meets his end by the fairy blade. Garm, the guardian hound of Hel, wreaks havoc on the battleground, prompting Tyr, the god of war and justice, to sacrifice himself to vanquish the beast. Thor battles the Midgard serpent, wielding thunder in his mighty hammer. The serpent strikes back with venom and fangs. Thor emerges victorious but succumbs to the serpent's poison, falling lifeless. Odin faces Fenrir, fighting valiantly but succumbing to the great wolf, who consumes him whole. Vidar, witnessing his father's demise, rushes at Fenrir, wedging his foot in the beast's jaw and tearing its head apart. Heimdall clashes blades with Loki, and both meet their end at the other's hand. Finally, Surt engulfs the world in flames, a cataclysmic inferno. Yet, from the ashes of the old world, a new one can rise. Those who survived Ragnarok rebuild the fallen realm. Odin's son, Vidar, and Vili endure, inhabiting the ruins of Asgard. Modi and Magni, Odin's other sons, later joined them, bringing Mid. Baldur and Hod emerge from Hel together, reminiscing about the past age. 2 humans survive by seeking refuge in Hodmimir's would and will repopulate the world. Their descendants include a daughter, as beautiful as her mother, who will follow her mother's celestial path. Upon this new world, prosperity and tranquility flourish. However, those who once gazed upon the horizon will see a looming shadow. The dragon, Nidhogg, burying the dead and its talents.